Have you ever wondered why societies seem to crumble from within? Like, not through bombs or bullets, no, but through the ideas that slowly erode common sense and unity. Hmm? You see, the human mind, well, it's incredibly sensitive, vulnerable to subtle influences that can reshape beliefs, loyalties, and even reality itself over time. It's shockingly easy to manipulate when exploited through media, education, and culture, planting seeds of doubt that grow into division without most people ever even noticing it happening. That's where a former KGB agent comes into play. This right here, this is Yuri Bezmenov, a high-ranking Soviet propagandist and a spy who defected to the West in the 1970s and literally blew the whistle in the 1980s on a chilling blueprint for national collapse. They called it ideological subversion, right? It targets the mind, not the battlefield. So please check out this video with open ears because Yuri's going to explain the process exactly, how it works, step by step to destabilize a nation from the inside out.
First stage of subversion is the process which is called basically demoralization. What it includes? It includes influencing or by various methods, infiltration, propaganda methods of various areas where public opinion is formulated.
So what Israel is fighting here is not merely a seven-front war, but an eighth-front war. For the Jews against Rome. Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people. Well, we lost that one. I think we have to win the next one. But the new Rome, the United States, Jews against Rome.
We stopped playing defense and have moved to offense.
The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well.
But we need the kind of genius that manufactured Apollo gold pagers and infiltrated Hezbollah for over a decade to prepare for this battle.
But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are in social media.
Because the next war will be decided based on how Israel and its allies perform online as much as offline.
This is the eighth front, the disinformation campaign.
It is actually this eighth front where our enemies believe they can actually defeat the Jewish state.
The next step is destabilization. Again, this word says for itself what it is. To destabilize all the relations, all the accepted institutions and organizations in a country of your enemy. How you do it? You don't have to send a battalion of KGB agents to blow up bridges. No. You let them do it themselves. And there are violent clashes between him and police, his group and ordinary people. No matter what. It's black against white, yellows against green. Doesn't matter where the division line goes. As long as this group come into antagonistic clash, that is destabilization. Stabilization process usually leads directly to the process of crisis. Crisis is when society cannot function anymore productively. It collapses. So therefore, the population at large is looking for a savior. Let's have a strong government, maybe socialist government, centralized. When we need some strong man, a savior comes and says, I will lead you. So we have two alternatives here. Civil war and invasion. Okay? See how it goes? The next stage is normalization. This is the reverse from destabilization. Basically, it is stabilizing the country by force. The new rulers need stability to exploit the country, to take advantages of the victory. So no more revolutionaries, please.
Yuri just laid out the long-term game for y'all. The subtle 15 to 20-year blueprint of ideological subversion that creeps in without firing a single shot. Right? He literally just showed us all how easy it is to demoralize a nation. And that's happening right now. Division everywhere, truth twisted, and so many people are blind to it. While some of us, like me, well, it's clear as day. But let's get real specific on what this actually looks like today. This right here, this is John Solomon. He's an American journalist who actually went on stage exposing these very tactics. Straight talk from a Cuban asset spilling 5 rules of psychological war to destabilize America through kids, youth, and everyday chaos. I got another video for y'all to see. And in the first one where Yuri, well, he gave you the big picture over decades, right? See, John is going to break it down direct. Stuff you will probably even recognize in the streets right now. And I'm going to tell you this. We're all teetering on the second to last stage before crisis or civil unrest. You need to pay attention.
Opportunity to interview a Cuban intelligence asset agent. He had retired, defected, and he went all the way back to Castro. It was Castro and the Soviets early in his career. By the end of his time, he was with the Venezuelans, Iranians, and the Chinese. Cuba always looking to destabilize us. And he said, listen, I'm going to just be honest with you. We're targeting your education system, and I'm going to give you our 5 principles of warfare. It's easier to change a young mind than an older mind. It's easier to create instability when you create division in America. It's easier to create confusion when you normalize the abnormal. And if you portray law and order as fascism, you can tear down a democratic Western society. Now, take those principles I just gave you and think about what teachers' unions and school districts brought into your schools in the last decade. Normalize the abnormal. Let's have a man go into a women's bathroom pretending he's a female athlete and let him win all the awards on the podium. DEI and CRT were designed to create division, to divide America between 2 classes of people, the oppressed and the oppressors. The oppressors are white people. Everyone else falls into the oppressed class. If you divide a country along those lines and you train children that that's the story, now you can start to create the protest movement that starts to bring down the country. The other thing he said is that in Marxism, crisis is the key. You have to keep creating another crisis to create the sense that your country is falling apart. Now think about the inscription on some of the bullets that were recently recovered in some of these assassination attempts. Catch this, fascist. Fascism is anyone who believes in law and order, who believes in the Judeo-Christian society. Those concepts have been brought into your school districts. They've been brought into your kids' classrooms. They've been brought into your child's Discord chat.
Now that you've seen the blueprint from Yuri and the street level reality from John, this should be crystal clear, right? We're deep into psychological warfare right now. Mm-hmm. But also know this, we hold the power to break free from this. And look, I'm not here to wake you up. That's not my job. That's your job. I'm just out here laying some information out. But I really need you to hear this. Unity, it's our unbreakable weapon. So everybody needs to drop the scripts, embrace kindness, love, and understanding. Because God knows what we need. You do know it's okay to have a different opinion or belief system, right? That doesn't make anyone your enemy, no matter if they're black or white or religious or anything like that. I believe Yeshua made it pretty clear. Matter of fact, non-negotiable. Love thy neighbor, period. Not love thy neighbor if they're the same religion as you or the same color as you or the same nationality as you. No, love thy neighbor. That means every single one. Mm-hmm. Crazy, right? I know. You see, we've lost our empathy for humanity. We're all around here parroting TV hatred without even seeing the orchestrated plot that actually pits us all against each other. For what? So they could just seize control? I see humans, but no humanity. And I think that needs to change. So it's time, guys. It's time to stand up for what's right and for what's just. Reclaim our hearts. Love fearlessly and unite, please, because we truly outnumber them 1,000,000 to 1. Mm-hmm. It's time. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Later.